introduction of our topic. This is a very brief outline. First of all, we'll give you an introduction and the easy and basic summary of the grand meanings, investment, movement, story that we first covered in this semester. And then we'll talk about the definition of trauma, which is also one of the things in the story-based method. And we will also talk about PTSD. Then we will find out what it is. And then we will enlarge our topic, trauma, to the people in our society from the flaws of the different celebrities that we know and we are all very familiar with. And then in the end of the report, we will give you some suggestions about how people who have trauma can really work out of this kind of situation. So this is the introduction of the story. If you still remember his story, I think you know who he is. This is Philip Mann. And this is Mr. Banks, who Philip really admired in his life. And Mr. Banks is also, you can say, the key person that he led to enter the world of adult. But in the end of the story, he failed to enter the adult world because Mr. Banks is actually the cause of the death of Mrs. Banks. And this situation, this event really traumatized Philip Mann. So I would say he is the cause of Philip Mann's trauma. And in the end of Philip Mann's life, he is very isolated to the people. And he is afraid to see anything related to his childhood, such as the toys that you talked about before. So why we want to do this presentation? Because in our life, we all have idols to follow, to admire, to learn things from. But when our idols fall, it may affect us psychologically, and maybe even will traumatize us if the after effect is too serious. So we would like to investigate how the celebrities' fall may affect their supporters psychologically. So this is mainly our theme of this investigation. And in the end, we also want to give you some suggestions about how to recover from trauma. So the definition of trauma is it's a very direct personal experience of an event or something that involves actual or threatened death or serious injury. But this injury is not just physically, it could be psychologically that happens to damage part of your heart. And as you can see from my PPT, there are too many causes of trauma, psychological trauma. And the red words that I highlight are the traumas that we will talk about for this evening. Okay, so for example, like sexual abuse, judicial corruption, misconduct, and bullying. And when people have trauma, what kind of symptoms that we have? As you can see, the first symptom is triggers. What is trigger? It's a weak experience that you may have when you see something, or when you happen to see something, and that would make you mentally related to the event that you experienced before. And also you will have nightmares, or people who have trauma, insomnia, and for serious symptoms, they may change their personalities too. And they will also have repressed memory. What's repressed memory? That means one couldn't understand how he or she is traumatized in a certain event. And then this is called mental health disorders, or some people will say PTSD. For the whole name is post-traumatic stress disorder, 创伤症候群. And for people who have trauma, they also have permanent depression and also isolation. So to get into our main theme about this topic, we'll give you a short clip film. Okay, and then you to make guess. Who are the celebrities that we want to mention this evening?
Conversation. Yes or no? Will you ever take them with us?
就是有一个老师常年利用他老师的职权，在诱奸、强暴性虐待女学生。
那这本书会又痛又快，表现出当时内心挣扎。但说，好，谢谢。
where the people are or what they're doing after they have something like trauma in their mental issue. So what fields are these celebrities from? Does anybody know? Sports, right?
Sports, yeah.
Yes. Okay, so now we can see the fourth part of our project is about politics, education, sports, industry, and entertainment industry. This is the drama caused from the roles of celebrities from the fields. So later on, we'll introduce more about these four parts.
Alright, so for the first one, in the fields of politics, what the people I want to mention. I want to give you a clue, and maybe you can guess who the person is, right? So, the first clue is the only Taiwanese president who was sent into jail because of bribery and corruption. Any idea? Louder, please. Yes, Danny, you're right. Okay, so the answer is Hu Julian, the 10th and the 11th president of Taiwan. Okay, so why I chose this one as a example, because there are some political misconduct from this president, okay? And the supporters still follow him like sheep. Why? Because they think Chen is persecuted, okay? 迫害, not really he has some sins. And something I think is incredible is that one loyal supporter even agreed with that the Chen son's visit to prostitute is normal. And I think this is not very unacceptable. So I guess what kind of trauma these supporters have is they resist to accept the reality. Okay? Okay, so the next person is a female president in Asia. Her father is also the president of the country. Can somebody make a guess? Anyone? Asia, a female president. Yeah! Did you know her name? Yes, Hu Jinghui. She is the second female president who was impeached. Okay, so she's no more a president now. She is put into the jail. Okay, Hu Jinghui. This is the one. So what kind of trauma she gave to her people is also a political misconduct. And as I found from my research, a trauma is also the loss of hope for the future. Because for lots of teenagers and youth in Korea, they think Hu Jinghui actually broke their hope for the future. So I think this is quite serious. So I put it as an example. And then the next one, the 42nd president of the USA. And the president being impeached because of the sex scandal. Does anybody want to make a guess? 我老师知道是吗 Do you know this? Yeah, Clinton, Bill Clinton. Okay. So what kind of trauma he gave to his people? First, do you know Monica Lewinsky, who used to be Bill Clinton's intern, right, at the White House, and she is also a victim too. So she suffered from PTSD, 创伤症候群. And since 1998, so actually she is now still have some shadow, some bad feelings about that event. She's still suffering from this right now. And some Americans have suffered from the collective trauma. What is collective trauma? It means a group of people who suffer from the same thing, who all get the same kind of bad experience. Okay. And for the education, I think for the video you all know who I want to mention. It's a popular primary school teacher who teaches Chinese. And a Taiwanese writer committed suicide because of his affairs with other, girls. So you know who he is or who she is? Anyone? You just saw the film. This happened last year. Yeah, 林奕涵，陈国兴. Okay. So what kind of trauma I found here is that Lin actually got a PTSD caused by this Chen Guoxin. Why? Not because Chen Guoxin abused her, Lin Yihan. It's because Chen Guoxin is actually a womanizer. So she was seriously suffering from that.
In our generation, we also in the movie, Harry Potter, raised by his aunt and uncle, but they did not treat him well. And the final one is the kids do not live that in a good kid and move forward. Because a few years ago, American, alright, so the second one is Lisa Loman, and he's also a very famous child star in America. And this one, he's shot back in 1998 with the Parents Trap. And his scandal is in 2001, he enters a drug rehab and he started driving in the Beverly Hills. And he has cocaine use and driving on the about the dissettlement, we can see Lebanese do not speak everything, and as well as 590 as well as 15.
It's Justin Weaver, and he is also an examiner with the trauma, like the former entertainment part, rubber, and so this is the part of the trauma, organization, role, and this is the treatments to trauma.
For the treatment, we have psychotherapy and medications. And for the psychotherapy part, these are the part that doctors may use or counselors may use. So this is for your reference. And this is the end of our presentation. These are our works. That's it. Thank you.